Not too much in the waking life. My dreams, completely different. It's in like a cabin for half the night, like at a camp with all these people. And really beautiful place. Super beautiful place, like amazing, like and then it turned into the city halfway through, and I was way on the east end of Ottawa, and I was in a mall. This always happens to me. I'm always in these like big malls. Weird. I'm always in these big malls, and this one it was like massive big mall. There was like 6 or 7 giant escalators, and at one point people were singing. Someone was singing in the mall, and all the lights went dim. It was weird. It was like, yo guys, like it's time. And the lights went down, and all the lights went down, and there was like hundreds and hundreds and like thousands of people like walking around inside of this mall, and everyone had a different unique signature. Like everyone was like unique in their own like vibration. Like it was really wild. Like, and walking by through all these people, and the lights had gone down. I exited the mall, and was like going. I was on this thing with wheels, and it was like bringing me towards one of the buses, one of the OC Transpo buses that was there. But you know, it was so detailed, like the guy in the bus and everything, like the emotions we felt, like everything was like it was more enhanced than like real life, and I could see every little detail. Went around the side, there was some some nice like beautiful like black women over there. They were waiting for the bus in like a kind of like a tunnel attached to the mall, and I went by them, got to the bigger bus station, and there was a lot of people there. Lots of people waiting for the bus, and there's 3 different kinds of buses that came all up pretty soon. Like they were there, and everyone was getting on them. I got on them. I seen my friend. It was weird. So my friend Mike Abbott, and it was like yeah, it was weird. It was like a mix of like, he had like the traits of like all these people that I've met before, the same kind of guy that I've met before in these places. Like he had that, and it was kind of like a bit standoffish, but like still cool and stuff. And got on the bus, and went through, got past the 417 stop near Greens Creek, and I forgot to get off, and we kept going. Got down to Montreal Road in Vanier near downtown, and we got off and we walked, and from there we walked up, and we took a right. We were like almost right smack downtown, and like there's all this stuff going on in the market in Ottawa, and we were there, around there, but I think that was beforehand. And it was so weird. This guy, he embodied all these aspects of people that I knew somehow. I've known, I felt like I knew. As in like And I could feel that they were people from the Resonating Army were there in this guy, Mike. And we went up, I went south up this hill at the Loblaws there on Rideau Street. I went up and there was a big giant tree. It was a massive tree, and it was like this like phenomenon tree that it just had grown, and no one could understand how, because it had all these different shaped tomatoes, like different kinds of tomatoes, like, you know, the scrunched up ones. It looked like a fist with knuckles and stuff. They had all the different kinds of tomatoes. Most of them were green, some were red. I took 2 red ones, and then I saw there was a garlic growing from it as well. And I got around into a position where I could get the garlic, but my buddy Mike had turned into he was like no longer Mike. It was now like a you know, like a I don't know, it was like a 12-year-old like Spanish or Arabic boy or something, or something. But it was like I knew the person, like it's like familiar, like all these interactions, they're all familiar people, like I've met before. Like, really weird how that works. And it was like it was all like, it's like familiar, like the feeling is in you, like, and we knew each other, like we've known like each other, like we knew each other, like, anyway, I was like I was like, well, I need a garlic because I'm going back home to make supper. And I'm like, give me that garlic. And I took the garlic from him, and he started to cry. He was so upset. Right away, he was like upset, crying. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm sorry. So I snapped the garlic in half, and I gave him half. And I was like, how can I make him happy? I'm like, oh, I know. I'm like, we're gonna go make supper, and you can come and have supper. By that point, like, we'd walked up south, and we were in like this, like, everything changed, and it was like this like beautiful like building, and like suddenly everything was all quiet and peaceful, and we were like very far away from anything. We were like in this like really far off like place, and like it was all quiet, and there was like stairs in this building and this outer terrace, really huge, wide open concept. And we like came up and looked around, and it was like a total different time. It was, yeah, a completely different time. So my dreams have been like that, like last like few days. Like last night I had a dream water skiing on a giant massive lake, like river, massive huge wide open lake slash like river system, with my friend's old mom. And that was funny because that's where I first started to water ski with my friend's parents. And she showed up, and that's twice now that my buddy Nick Richmond has shown up in dreams in the last 2 days. Nick Richmond. And yeah, his mom, yeah, the day before too, we were back at his place. And what were we doing? There was like yeah, there's some like big happenings going on in this old pumpkin field we used to hang out at, and we came around the park, all this stuff like came around, and then boom, we're back at his place, in his kitchen, his little kitchen, and his mom was there, and it's just like Wild. So we are definitely like going places. We're definitely like going. It's like, yeah. And then you wake up and you feel like you've been like just going like all night. You're not like super. You're not like really rested. Well, you're rested, but it's like your soul feels tired from going all over the place. Like it's just like absolutely wild. And uh, all these people, like that dream we had, like in the mall, all these people are showing up and like being put together. We're all like converging and like being put together in these big places and spaces like and yeah, we're like walking around in the mall and it was just it's like feeling of familiarity and yeah, when the lights got turned out, like people were singing and stuff and like it was like something was like going like and then and then boom and then the lights went off, but it wasn't like pitch black. It was like just dim and everything was like nice, like dim, like barely too much light, and everyone was just still walking around in the mall kind of thing. Like it was like yeah, and this guy was like singing, like it was the most beautiful singing, like it came coming out of him, like really nice. Like everyone's like woo doo doo, like wild. And the feeling was that we all kind of like knew each other. That's the feeling that I was trying to. Everything was like we all knew each other. That was the feeling, even though there was like like a lot of us. There was a lot of us. We were all